Hi everyone, this is Brian Hostetler, and this is the web demo of the Productivity Suite web page that I built for IS6050 software construction course. So the vision behind this web page was to build a production suite that provides me applications to make my life more productive. So the first thing we're going to look at is the background written in JavaScript. It just really creates a rich front-end experience. It just pans a background image. You can configure the speed, you can configure it to go left or right, and the frames per second depending on the connection, the bandwidth. The second thing we're going to look at is the header Flyweight. It's written in jQuery. So you click on the H1 header and it will literally fly away, revealing the application links. So the first link we're going to click on is the calendar application. So the calendar application, you'll note that the background also has the JavaScript panning effect. It's written in PHP, jQuery, and Ajax. It's connected to my database on the back end that stores event information. When you hover over the date, in our case today's date is the 27th, and we're going to view events, it's going to reveal all the stored events. So I've got a few in there from earlier. Do some testing. If I want to add event, I just hover over the date and click add event. I'm going to say wrap up video demo. I'm going to add the event. I'm going to get a pop-up message saying it's successful. It's going to insert it into the database. I go back to view events. It's going to query to pull up all the data, and that's the event calendar. So we're going to go back to the second application, which is a to-do list, also written jQuery, Ajax, and tied to the database. So it's a really simple to-do list that I can check off events as I complete them. And in my case, these are outstanding events. I'm going to say I've already finished the web demo for 6050, presented this to the students. I'm going to click check that off. It's going to delete it from the database. And I'm going to add a new event that says complete web video demo. I'm going to add the record, and to differentiate from old and new, I just create a green check on the new events. So we're going to go back to home and look at the third application, which is a vacation planner. So the vacation planner, I just utilized a map from Mapbox. It's a API plugin, sort of like Google Maps, but I like their look and feel a little bit better. It's more responsive and just easier to work with. You can zoom in. It's mobile friendly. In my case, I want to visit Indonesia. Sorry, I almost said Malaysia. A little off, but when I click on a link, it'll pop up a message saying some background information about the place I want to visit. Click on the URL, and it takes me to TripAdvisor to do some vacation planning. Pretty straightforward, but it helps for planning purposes, and still some work to be done. But I like the ability to add different waypoints and the customizable aspects of it. So you can also change the user interface experience. You can go from basic to bright to dark, whatever you want to. The look and feel you can change on the fly, similar to Google Maps. So we're going to go back out to the main page, and we're going to go to the fourth application, which is the photo uploader. So this is also written in jQuery. What I really like about this is the ability to drag and drop files. So I just drop the image in there. It shows me a thumbnail, and I have the ability to get rid of that. Choose a file instead. I'm going to sunrise, and then I'm going to submit. It's going to throw it on the web server under the uploads directory. Also shows me the size of the file. I've got a security mechanism in place where it restricts the size of the file and also what gets sent over. Only JPEGs and PNGs are allowed, I believe. So we're going to go back to gallery. Gallery is just a PHP script that reads all the files on a web server and provides thumbnails. If I click on the thumbnail, it can give me a expanded image view. In my case, I got a picture of my daughter there. I can scroll through the images. It's a really cool, versatile thing that I built. Okay, so I go back to home, and we're going to look at the next application, which is a journal. So the journal, I utilized TinyMCE, which is a free open source content management system. It basically takes a boring text area and makes it customizable. Literally, you can do HTML styling, and I got to connect to the database where it stores everything as an HTML, and it displays. So we're going to do a test entry for a demo, and the versatility that it gives you, you can't do this in a simple text area. But you can change the format, you can make it into a heading, you can change the color, you can highlight it, you can add an image, put in bold, bullet points. I mean, a lot of versatility there. And then I'm going to go ahead and submit to the database, and now it's stored in the database. So I've got a PHP echo that basically just takes everything in that database and spits it out into the form. So all the buttons on my site are bootstrap, and I'll also use the glyphicon images, really simple span tag you can put on there. It just gives it a little more styling. Okay, we're going to look at the next application, which is a motivational video. Alright, this is basically a JavaScript plugin that gives you a full background image, or sorry, video
right now. It's because of who you are and how you think.
YouTube. So any YouTube
what
video
I need you to do is I need you to find a reason to keep
you
going.
want to put in there, you
can
just
find
add
a
the
reason to keep
identifier,
going. I know you're strong enough to do it because you human.
And you have a backdrop video of YouTube.
Every human has what it takes to get past whatever they're going through. If they decide to push through it. Push through it. Tragedy and trials come to everybody. Only the strong survive. Listen to me very closely. Y'all running from obstacles when in fact it's the obstacle that's going to take you to the next level. Like y'all running from pain. Y'all running from challenges. You telling me how difficult your life is. Do you understand it is the difficulty that's going to prepare you and take you to that next level?
To grow the individual will to become something, you must get comfortable with fear and failure. They must be your best friends. They're the only one that moves that needle of life. And the difference between a champion and someone who's forgotten is that a champion shows up. That's the only thing. Every day shows up. Gives himself a chance to make a difference.
So a little motivation there for you guys. Pause the video. Again, really versatile. I like watching YouTube videos, but I really like the fact that you can make it a full background image. You can do whatever you want on the front end, and while the video is playing, and it also gives the user the ability to control it. So I thought that was really cool. So we're gonna go back to the home page and see the last application I built, and this is for everyone that's had a bad day. In a little background here with a jungle screen, and pretty straightforward. If you had a crap day, you get cheered up a little bit, you just click on the unleash button. Out pops a velociraptor to brighten your day a little bit. And that is all I have. This concludes the demonstration of the webpage. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.